guys, and great to be here. And flying from Delhi, so obviously it's amazing to see Bombay. I want to talk about. So today, I think, Shri, if we can start with your introduction, and then I'll come with
Hi
mine.
Ishank, I'm Srikrishna. I take care of the digital marketing, performance marketing for the bank broadly for 811 and cross-sell for other products.
Amazing. So my name is Ishank. Run this company known as Mobavenue. We are a technology company helping brands in their growth as well as developers in terms of monetizing their inventories. Today we are close to working with 200 brands globally and keep building up. Today we are not talking about us, but we are talking about digital banking Bharat. And it's been exciting times for all of us, right? Mr. Vaidyanath definitely said that we are moving towards trillion-dollar economies. One of the key important aspect is digital banking in the rural segment. I have some stats. Maybe we are today 800 million internet users. We've close to around 52% of them today are coming from rural India. So this is quite an inflection point, where we have come. More people are now using internet in the rural India. We have touched 10 billion UPI transactions today. So all of this is kind of augmenting in terms of helping us to, kind of grow, our engagement in the rural India. And, we can always learn from people who've been doing it. Kotak 811 has been, aggressively reaching out in the rural ecosystem. So maybe Shri, we'd love to kind of learn from you, first of all, how you feel, digitization is helping you to reach tier 2, tier 3 customers, because it's so difficult to reach to them. A few years back, it was, hardly, we could not reach to them. But, how do you feel that today digitization is kind of helping you to reach there?
Wow. Let me step back a little. I think, just to add on to your previous point, 142 crores population, India population, and digital penetration is like humongous. And thanks to all internet and data, which is cheaper than other country. I think
True.
big thanks to them, I will say that way. Hence, lot of, the social apps and other stuff have started creating the consumer, the comfort level, so that they started payback on, moving to the mobile banking apps, and they got that comfort level of paying, scan pay and other stuff is, picked up significantly. And in fact, during COVID, that's the raise we have seen the digital penetration moved up significantly. And is it urban, rural? I don't want to make that tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, all that. But broadly, I can tell you that including tier 2, tier 3, the digital consumers are significant. They may have very minimalistic, the salary and home to run, but they are like one level above in the digital. They want the UI UX experience, and they come back and tell us the feedback. Why can't be like this? Can I do this? Why can't we have this as a first screen? The way in which they ask is like humongous. I will
Awesome.
put it that way. And tier 2, tier 3, obviously, they are more about vernac, which works well. Yeah.
Great. I think you touched a fair topic about, Vernac. So, at your level and, especially at a, Kotak level, what you're seeing typically, reaching out to these tier 2, tier 3 users at a vernacular, how difficult it is to kind of reach to them, and, what kind of technologies are kind of today you are using to kind of bring them and kind of, engage with, Kotak 811 products.
So when we show an ad, in fact, if let's say that's very clear that this segment is a vernacular segment, we show them in their native language.
Wow.
So to start with, not every language, but some languages, Hindi for sure. So once they click on it, the landing page is also the same Hindi. So the consumer sees that, the connect of the vernacular is there. After, let's say, account opening and other stuff, they download a mobile banking app.
Hmm.
There also we ask the same thing, right? Choose your native, whatever you want. So
Awesome.
there is an option English, Hindi, whatever they want to select. So that's the way we have built the customer experience for the this cohort of consumers, and they are happy. I mean, not saying that they are very large at this moment, but it's close to double-digit number, and they want that to be there, and penetration of this consumer of digital, activation and other stuff is much higher.
Amazing, amazing. And I remember like couple of years back, uh, banks were still doing KYC, right? And typically, you know, I think Kotak was one of the first players to start out
Yeah,
video
so
KYC. How
yeah,
did
so
it impact your onboarding
so
journeys?
during COVID, everyone is like shut down, and sales team come back and say to us, sir, we can't meet. But yeah, they have filled the form, but they are not meeting us. The society is not allowing us. So very quickly, and we got an RBI nod to move ahead. We went with VKYC. We are the bank which launched in the country as a first, where the consumer can open the account and do a VKYC seamlessly, depending on the digital internet speed, all that. But that's the key thing where a consumer need not to move anywhere. And tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, whatever, the consumers are very happy to do that movement, and they were able to, get what they want. And they want to even apply for, or they want to book an FD, they can do all that stuff.
Amazing. And do you feel that, by implementing like video KYC that augmented, your penetration towards the rural ecosystem because there are no branches. There is nothing
Absolutely.
out there.
Correct.
So,
Correct. So there are there are branches, there are branch vicinity. Let's say the consumer is around 20 kilometers. They will not come to a branch for a bank
opening an
account
account.
open, all
Yeah.
that stuff. So the consumer very seamlessly happy to, we were also thinking that still 20 kilometers, can they do it? When we spoke to the consumers, okay, I'm doing anyway, account transfer and, applying for a product which is available. So we said, okay, good. So we did the pilot and moved forward, and it was fantastic and still going well, very
And
well.
was these more regional also? Like, people can do, beyond Hindi, English, or, if they are in any part of the India, you were able to give support of language
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
we do.
video
Yeah,
KYC?
yeah. We have
Got
seen that significantly, this consumer. So I will put it this way: we think that we show a Hindi ad or this things, consumer come and switch to in the landing page to English also.
Wow.
So that's also a good insight that But maybe you saw something in Hindi or you saw in Gujarati. Suddenly the consumer, they were not able to pick up that what they want in the landing page. Probably they will switch back to Hindi. English is what we have seen.
Great,
So
great.
even we have seen that if the consumer is Hindi and they move to Tamil also. So we have seen all that. But percentage is very tiny, to be very frank. But the core ecosystem, that experience, that's the main thing which consumer expects. It's available.
I think that improves the overall conversion rate also,
Correct.
because that's something which is compulsory. But, we all talk about she and maybe, a lot of people are here from banks. And, we talk about acquiring customers in the rural category or tier 1, tier 2 ecosystem. How do you see the, profitability and LTV there? Or I would say, revenues being earned better than the urban customer. And is it still something that, we continue to, push?
Okay, I'll just step back and tell you what's happening. Probably the consumer at tier 2, tier 3, or the inventory is available little cheaper at by 25%, 22%. Same thing, this consumer of native consumer, um, their LTV, I'll not say LTV, I'll say, let's say, I'm just giving an example here, don't quote. AMB is, let's say, X.
Right.
So that X will be minus 25%.
Oh,
So it's net, right? So you acquire at 25% less, and even the
the revenues
revenues also
from the
25%
customer is
low.
even
Yeah.
25% low. Okay, but do you see that that's something which will improve because we've touched 10 billion UPI transactions, which is big. government is doing so much of initiatives, whether it is NPCI, whether, there are new fintechs which are coming in, even, all the banks are moving towards digital banking, launching. So do you feel that, the customers there would continue to spend? We've seen, just 2 days, how much sale which have happened
Oh
from
my
the
God.
rural India. Any insights that you would like to share? What is a,
I don't know how can I share that, but broadly I can say it's like whooping. It's what we expected more than that. Consumer at midnight, 12 o'clock, doing transaction, a huge transaction, not small ticket size, all that. They're buying like 2 lakh rupees TV, etc. Like, and like upwards of few crores of value
value?
we can see through. Uh, so there is another, the BBD is happening, which is
Right.
the second wave.
Right.
I'm sure this will be like next level of, for a consumer, for a bank also we are happy, consumer is happy,
Right.
then that's done.
Amazing, amazing. And I think we don't have much time, but last question, how do you do technology partnerships, keeping in mind, you want to build up for the, banking towards Bharat, right? So, what sort of technologies are you kind of implementing today at the bank to ensure that you are able to, reach to these set of customers?
So there are banks, doing a lot of other stuffs,
Right.
and we are all the same. But broadly, we have a tech in-house
Nice.
development team, uh, development team in Bangalore and Mumbai, and whatever we can do to the best as a customer experience and the build, we do that. But somewhere not everything can be built in-house, right? So broadly, we work with partners who can help us, like this video KYC. It was like some pieces was in-house, but the core was from outside partner, right? So
Got
we can't from the scratch cannot be done. So something like that we do partner with it, and we look for good tech developers and tech people who can help us to move the needle
Wow.
to the next level.
Nice, great. Great to see that banks are building technology in-house, and that really enables and, improves the customer experience. But thank you so much, Shri, for sharing maybe, some of the things in terms of, how you're building towards Digital Bharat. Of course, 15 minutes is less for us to keep talking about, how we can drive customers or, engage more with tier 2, tier 3 customers. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, for him or for me, more than happy to answer. Else, I think it's great to, connect with all of you guys.
Thanks for inviting and joining. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Cheers.